interesting is that everybody's acting like this is something that we've all figured out today. Oh my God, what happened to him? This guy has not looked alive in 2 years. He's barely made sense. He had a good State of the Union. But for the most part, he looks like he's not in his own body. His skin is wrapped so tightly around his skull that it's disturbing. He's incredibly advanced in age. His voice is very soft. He seems to be in hospice. You would put a man like this, if you went to visit your grandfather in hospice, and he spoke like this, and he said, I love you, and I love your family. That would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense if someone who's about to leave the earth, which I believe he is. I believe he is. I believe he's almost there, unless someone intervenes and gets this man to, a porch. He could maybe eke out a few more years, or maybe that's when he really dies. Maybe, But it's never been great. He's a very old, very confused man. He's had a rough life. One of his kids died of brain cancer because he spent too much time near a burn pit, which I don't even know what that is. But that's something in Iraq, or I don't know what happened. It's sad. This is all sad. His first wife died because someone hit her with a car, right? She was in a car. It was a car accident. And then one of his sons died because he got brain cancer because he was in a burn pit. Something I don't know what it is. His other son, who's a crack addict, tried to fuck or did fuck that other son's wife. Burn pit, brain cancer son's wife got fucked by the one who smokes crack. He's had a rough go of it.
Right,
he was just,
there.
This
All right,
is a
now
guy
we got
who's
this.
had his rise to pride. He's a senator from
He's
Delaware.
up a
And it
pond.
sounds like I'm doing an obituary here, but I am. He was a senator from Delaware, the most corrupt state. When I was fucked and I had no money in the beginning of comedy, I got a credit card from Gold Key Credit, okay? And I went out and I tried to use it. And it had a $250 limit, and they failed to mention that the activation fee was like $200-something. So I tried to use it the first time, and it got denied. And I was like, what? Wait a minute, I just got this card. And then I looked, and it said, yeah, but the activation fee of that card is $200. So you have nothing left on the fucking card. The companies that do that to people that are eating in a mall, eating something tasty, high in sugar, drinking an electric blue margarita, who are about to have their card declined. All of those companies are headquartered in Delaware. They're all criminal enterprises. They all evade taxes, and they all cook up horrible terms for everyone who has one of these desperation credit cards. There's a whole subprime world of credit for people that are truly fucked. It's the payday loans and all of that stuff. All of that headquartered in Delaware, his state. There's nothing else going on in Delaware, by the way. That's it. A few nice places, but that's it.
I should have taken
and he's
first.
just been a senator from Delaware. And when he had to, he got a little racist. When he had to, he got out there. He's like, we got super predators. We're throwing them in. Don't worry about it. He said Obama was the first clean African-American that he'd ever met or something. Or the first articulate black guy to run for office. Again, these are his words. But he was kind of a regular rank-and-file guy who had who was a senator, was a talented politician. He had a very sad, kind of terrible life. Other than the fact that he didn't seem to want this job, and he was on the edge of not getting it before they completely sandbagged Bernie Sanders by keeping all these people in the race, and then on the last primary, totally stole kind of Bernie's thunder, and at the end, African-American voters, older voters, propelled
Wait, this is
Biden.
a mate, though, isn't it?
to grab the nomination, and then he became the president. But he's been declining for a long time. He's not, he has moments of sharpness. It's amazing about the brain. Even in his stage of decline, my son's not a loser, you're a loser. There's moments of lucidity and sharpness where he can go on the attack. Something in him is still alive. There's some light that hasn't been extinguished.
He has no time,
He goes on the attack, and then he goes back in. Then he recedes back into himself, and he's confused again. It's very interesting to watch. And you could see it is abuse. It's been said before. It's not something that I'm not breaking any news. It is for sure abuse to watch him, to watch someone get confused and a little almost scared. His face is confused. He doesn't know where he is, what's going on. And then he remembers, I'm the president. I'm in a debate.